What is up, y'all? We're back in the cave. Gonna do a Dark Horse Tackle Weekend Warrior Box unboxing. So this is the June 2022 box. We're just gonna dive right on in. I've already opened it. I already know what's inside. I'm a big fan. We're gonna start with my favorite. It's called the Flourish Rig. Flourish Rig by Bass Love This Tackle. So it's what, 5 grams? So yeah, under a quarter ounce. It's 3 arms, 3 inches. So this is definitely a finessey Alabama rig. You're gonna need some crazy light swim bait rod or extra heavy to go chuck 2 ounce and up Alabama rigs. It's gonna be for everybody. And of course the boys ain't just gonna give you an Alabama rig head. They're gonna give you the tools and baits that you need to rig that up. So one of my favorite companies since joining Dark Horse, Jig Masters. These sled heads are phenomenal. The design behind that head is great. It drops. I mean, you steady retrieve, drop. Perfect dying bait fish and awesome corkscrew bait holder. That plastic ain't going nowhere. These are coming in at 1/8 of an ounce. So we're under a quarter, 3/8. Now, you can pair that up with any old little paddle tail swim bait. But of course the boys are going to give you some awesome swim baits. These are the Big Hammer, 3.5 inch. What's he calling this? Fat old sunfish. Oh, that head with the sled head on it is just so inline to drop on the fall. I like the plastic. Soft but not too soft. Whew, the purple flake in there, man. Hand poured. Whew. That stuff you're not finding in Academy, Dick's, Walmart. You're not going to find that. Six pack. Comes in a 6-pack. Let's see. I've lost everything. Good thing for editing. So let's see. 6-pack. Big Hammers coming in at $5.29. $5.29 for a 6-pack. And yeah, they might not have that silly squid scent like a Keitech, but I guarantee you they're way more durable than a Keitech. And if you're not that big of a fan of scent, I really don't recommend Keitechs. Yes, they catch fish. I've used them a lot. Their scent's kind of good. I'm not a huge fan of scent, though. That's not the make it or break it. The price point. Keitechs are expensive and they do not last. And you're not helping out a small American business by buying Keitechs. So that's the Alabama rig. Their finesse Alabama rig they basically just set you up with. And if that's not enough, if that wasn't enough, they got the Cat 3. This thing. Here goes the bobber stops. I was a little iffy when I saw this in my box until I started to play around with it. And the old noggin started getting some ideas. So basically, it's 3 blades. The line goes through, bobber stop on each end. You can either have your Alabama rig chasing it. You can have a crankbait behind this, a jerkbait, just one single swim bait. Anything, any moving bait that's going to chase this. It looks like big bait fish chasing tiny bait fish. Big bass is going to want the big bait fish, not the little bait fish. I think it's an awesome idea. It's just another way Dark Horse completely thought out of the box with this one. I mean, that right there made my box. Those 4 items. But of course they threw something else in. It's summer. We all know that. Grass has become thick. If you're not throwing a frog, you're probably throwing one of these. Something you can punch with. I mean, this doesn't have to just be a punching bait on a flipping hook or an EWG. Could Ned rig this. Put it on the back of a chatterbait. Put it on the back of a spinnerbait for all I care. Phew. Phew. They got some good scent. I really like the blue flake in this. It's real shiny. I mean, black and blue just always gets bit. So I'm excited to flip some of these. I am going to throw them on the back of a Motion Seeker. Because this just, all them appendages on the back of a bladed jig, it's like ringing a dinner bell. One of the things I do really love about the fellas over at Dark Horse, what they do for us every month, not only are they going on the internet finding these small time guys that I guarantee you most of us have never heard of. Not only are they going around finding small businesses that make the best of the best, they go and test them. They put them in boxes, they pack them up, they ship them out. That's all great, right? That's good stuff. I love this. They have a breakdown of their pricing every month. So you can go through all your baits, add them all up, on top of your shipping and handling that it would cost to ship this from the bait maker. You know what? With Dark Horse, $5 flat rate shipping on all their boxes. So you can add all these up plus the shipping. It's gonna be over what you paid. Now they did just go up from 25 to 30 for the Weekend Warrior boxes, but you're getting more baits a month now. The quality has increased. It gives the boys more wiggle room to find better baits or more baits for us. Plus, with the way everything's been going right now, I think an extra $5 a month, the best baits we've never heard of. Is that really that big of a deal? $5. Come on. If the $30 range is a little too much for you, maybe you don't go fishing every day. Maybe you don't need that much stuff, and you just want to try it out. Get into these small batch, American-made baits. They have what's called a dabble pack. And that's going to run you, I believe it just went up to $13 a month. 2 to 3 handmade baits. Just to get your feet wet. And let's say you want to take it to the next step. They have the People's Champ box. Now this is a little pricey. It's going to run you with shipping, I believe, $80 a month. But you're going to get big swim baits. Custom painted, of course. Hand carved and hand painted balsa crankbaits. Crazy topwater baits. And much more. So they have everything from 2 to 3 baits, 5 to 6 baits, high-end swim baits and topwaters, and balsa cranks, with much more that's I'm always surprised about when I open any of these boxes every month. So what can I say? What are y'all waiting for? I mean, they say it. They say it all the time. You don't live in China. Why use beats from China? Get you some today. DarkHorseTackle.com. Get it.